some of my speeches.
You told her little boy, Stephen, her little boy Stephen, you told the speech that you said at school or church, I can't remember.
I remember that speech. I didn't think I wasn't old enough to go to school, but it was one that I heard Mama saying. She could teach me anything, and I could learn it quick. And I did speak it. I have got a letter all on my own. It has my name up on it, Miss Missy L. Stone. I would like to write an answer, but I don't know how to spell. I'll get Mama to do it, and that'll do as well. I said that because they wanted me to say a speech. And I knew a lot of just little speeches like "Here I stand on two little chips, come and kiss my sweet little lips." That was for babies. I believe Heather could say that, couldn't you? Couldn't you say that speech?
Did you always live on a farm when you were young? Grandma?
Huh?
Did you always live on a farm when you were young?
Did I? Oh, yes, I lived on a farm. Yes, always.
The whole time?
Yes, I liked it. Where
What did you like best about the farm?
How old was when I left?
No, what did you like best? What was your favorite things? Did you like the animals
I
or?
think I liked farming the best. I liked chickens and go milk and gather blackberries through the week, and we could walk all around. Grandpa's lived on the farm, and Uncle Mose King and Aunt Lydie lived on the farm. And the ones that we was with so much, you know. And the Cresses. Ruth Wine, did you ever hear of her name?
No. Did you ever ride horses?
Yes.
You ought to tell these kids about that. They went on a trail ride, Grandma.
Huh?
They got to ride horses on their vacation.
They would like to ride horses on their vacation.
Yes, they went and rode horses on their vacation, but
I had a horse that my father, he bought it for me, and it paced.
Melissa?
And but Frankie Polson come to my house, and she throwed me off that horse 4 times. She says, "No, make it pace. Come on." Now, and she wouldn't let me hold to the saddle. She wouldn't let me hold her. She wouldn't let me hold nothing. And she'd get it in a gallop. Off I'd go, and she'd just die laughing. I never did ride with Frankie again, and actually I never did like her again. She was just had the most fun out of me all day long. And we rode over, there was a piece of timber. It was trimmed pretty good, but you could see through it. There's still bushes. And we was riding around through that. We wasn't in the big road. And she could just get that horse in a lope instead of the pace. And off I'd go. And she'd just die laughing. She'd just say, "Well, now get on, I won't do it again." But she did 4 times, and I never tried it anymore. My husband Joe had just sent Juanita down there. He carried her up, and I carried Eltia up. You know, we had to go upstairs where they were. And when I started to leave to get away from LT, he went over on his face. And we had to take this, I kept aiming to go and get a better picture, but we didn't get to go back because we lived down 12 miles from there on a farm. It was a rich farm. You could raise anything to eat, and corn and everything down there. If you ever knew Jesse Shannon's, where Jesse Shannon lived, there's where it was. And he fell over on his face, and he says, well, now you can't get no pictures no more today. Because ever when I stepped away, he wanted to go with me. He wanted me to pick him up and take him up with me.
He looks like he's reaching
And
for you.
I should have, when he was reaching, wanting me to pick him up, I should have picked him up and held him a little bit and then set him down again. But I just went off and left him. Got away. I didn't want it to be in the picture. Where lots of the people then, they would just go on and have their picture with their baby. The mother did. I could have done that, but I made the mistake, and my husband scolded me a good fashion because he was reaching for me, and he fell on his face. Because he didn't understand why I was leaving him. I don't believe he was about a year old.
He looks like he's only about a year old. He's got a little gown on. Did babies wear gowns back then?
Huh?
He has a gown on. Did little boy babies wear gowns?
Well, he just had a little Mother Hubbard dress. It's made, his Sunday dress. It is made out of embroidery, I think. All of embroidery.
Did you make it?
Got the top, and the rest was trimmed material, and the little sleeves. I made all of it.
Did you make Juanita's dress? It's cute.
And Juanita's was made out of the lace of that I took off of my hat. They in the milliner's shop. They made hats on the wire, a great big wide frame, and mine was made of a tan, cream colored lace. And I took, they had enough of lace on that wire frame for my hat. It was one I used for a wedding hat, and I wanted to make a dress out of it, and I did. And she had the dress on. The wide wire was the ruffle of her dress, and I didn't even get to fix her. Joe just set her down like that, right quick, and I stood him down, and the man that took the pictures was looking at their faces, you see, and he grabbed that picture before, cause if I wanted to, you could just cut it off like that. He was paying attention to their faces, how they were looking out of their faces, and that happened to be the best picture, I guess. Is one reason I've got it. I had a dozen and had them on frames, but I don't know. Ruby Rose may have got this off of a picture. I don't know how I did get it, but that looks just like them two children looked then, exactly. One was, I think, 2 years old and some, and she might have been 3, because I think there was 18 months between them. think that looks like LT yet today?
I think so. I don't see how you could mistake the shape of his head and the look at his eyes. It was easy to tell that was him. It captures
I don't think.
their personality. I think it's a good picture.
Well, it's Juanita and LT.
I'd like to have a
My
copy of
oldest
that.
children. And I've got a lot of pictures. I've got the groups of them. But now what box? I believe they're in the bedroom. If y'all like look at pictures, I've just got lots of pictures. Might find something that you would enjoy looking at. He is mine, oh, time is mine. Now I sing one, now you sing one.
Missy, you want to sing one? Let's sing The Boy and a Girl. It's real cute.
I don't like that one.
Oh, sing something.
Sing the child guy. I want $10. I want $10. Give me $10 and I'll do it.
Nope.
I'll
I
give.
won't bribe you that much.
I want
We'll take you to Duff's to eat.
$2.
Oh, you can have dessert and stuff. Otherwise you can't.
That was not.
Okay. Just sing a little bit, okay? Okay. Missy and I are going to do a song to learn the Girl Scouts. It's about a boy and a girl in a little canoe with the moon shining all around. And what happens when the boy asks the girl to kiss him?
Hey.
Come on. Okay. You take a boy and a girl in a little canoe. You talk, then you talk, till the moon went in. He said, you better kiss me or get out and swim. So what you gonna do in a little canoe with the moon shining all around? Take a boy and a girl in a little canoe with the moon shining all around. He pitched his paddle so you couldn't even hear a sound. And they talked and they talked till the moon went in. He said, you better kiss me or get out and swim. So what you gonna do in a little canoe with the moon shining all up, boats floating all up, girls swimming all around?
That's good.
The girl got out and swam.
Yeah.
She didn't kiss him. That's good, Missy. Thank you.
I did it too.
Thank
Turn
you.
around and
You did
smile.
the best.
LT, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Husband? I forgot what.
Look, Missy's in handcuffs. She must be a jailbird.